This is Michael Canuck with your Bridgeway to Success. Who was the first person to climb Mount Everest? Even if you've never climbed a mountain, you probably know it was Sir Edmund Hillary. In 1953, Hillary and the Sherpa Tenzing Norgay summited Everest, the highest point on Earth, at just over 29,000 feet. Who was the 40th person to climb Mount Everest? The 112th? The 1490th? Even hardcore climbers wouldn't know. Why? Because what people remember is number one. And there can only be one number one. The first, the best, or the only. The same is true of organizations. One of the great challenges in creating a successful brand is to position yourself as desirably different. The first, best, or only. Most organizations struggle to do this. Here's the good news. While there can only be one number one in any category, there are an infinite number of categories. Let's go back to Mount Everest. If I asked a hardcore climber who was the 40th person to climb Everest, he wouldn't know. But if I were to ask who was the first woman to climb Everest, he would say Junko Tabe of Japan. She was the 40th person. If I were to ask who was the first to summit Everest alone and unsupported, number 112, he would say Reinhold Messner. And if I were to ask who was the first blind climber to summit Everest, number 1490, he would say Eric Weihenmayer. Only one number one per category, but an infinite number of categories. So yes, your organization can be number one. The challenge is to define your category specifically enough and in a way that makes you desirably different to your target markets. Know who is the first person to apply the concept of infinite categories to the climbers of Mount Everest? Me. I'm number one.